Namaskar, good day. Dr. Sunil Jindal here. I'm a reproductive medicine specialist. Have been working to give joy to infertile couples for the last 18 years. Have been able to give about 6,500 smiling faces to these people, and there is nothing more I love than to be able to give the joy of parenthood to people who don't have children. Well, I have always wondered, why do people want children? And I'll today give you about 10 reasons of why people want children. It's very deep because this is what I have been able to gather from all the people who come to me, and I see in their eyes that they long for children. I'll share something about me. My mother was a very famous gynecologist, and unfortunately, she developed a problem because of which we knew that she would leave us soon. One evening, I was sitting with her, and she asked me, she said, Sunil, what is the most valuable thing which you have? I looked at her and wondered, what kind of a question has she asked me? But I didn't get it right. And she put her hand on my forehead and she said, the most valuable thing which I have in life is my children. And if you think about it, the most valuable thing which you have is also your own children. And that was the day when I and my wife, we realized that really the work to give babies to people who don't have children is the most valuable thing you could do. And the joy and the passion drives us. And in this passion, I would like to know, what is the reason that people want children? And there are 10 reasons why they want, and I'm going to enumerate them in this podcast. Stay till the end, because the last is something which all of us feel. So the first reason is everybody wants to create a family. We have been born in a family, we've seen a loving father, mother, brothers, sisters, spent time with them, played with them, had the joy. In fact, the most beautiful time of my life is not going to an exotic place, but when the whole family was together and we shared our lives. And this is the reason that the number one reason why people want families is that they have been brought up in families and they want to create their own families because that is the joy they want to experience in life. A lot of girls are told from the very beginning in a society that you have to grow up, become a mother, take care of children. And this is the reason that motherhood is so important, deeply ingrained into a woman. The second reason they want to have children is because they want to carry on the family name and values. I read a beautiful book by Robin Sharma in which he talks about the family brand. So the family brand is just like a Coca-Cola or Nike, which needs to be developed, grown, and even brought up further. And nothing should come to harm the family brand. And this is the brand you want to give to your children. And that is the reason that one of the main reasons why people also want children is because they want this family brand to be carried on. In our language at times, in Hindi and Urdu, they say, आपका वंशज आया क्या वंश चलाने के लिए? And this is exactly what it means. The third reason is people want to have children because they love babies and small children. Let me be honest with you. Young, small babies are so beautiful. They may be of any color, they may be of any structure, they may have any kind of hair, but my goodness, they are beautiful. And a lot of people love babies. In fact, this friend of mine, about 12 years younger to me, his first marriage didn't work well. And after that, he just wanted to get married again because he loved children and he wanted children. The fourth reason is that this is human nature. A simple fact of biology is that we are hardwired to procreate and pass on our genes to the next generation. And this is so strong that you, by original design, want to have babies, you need them, and you want to raise children. The fifth reason is, my goodness, unconditional unconditional love. One day somebody said something very beautiful to me when I was very young, that the only people in this world who are selfless to you are God and your parents. And you've never seen God. So the only people you've known is parents. And that unconditional selfless love. You want to experience that unconditional, deepest selfless love. And this is the reason that you want to have children. I don't know if you have experienced, but so many times it happens that you come back after a difficult day and you get that pure, uncomplicated love of your children. My goodness, that is priceless. And that is the reason people want to have children. The sixth reason is to get children, and you want them to experience the joy of existence. It's something very crazy. But the idea to bring another human being into the world and the joy of seeing that person go through life is another powerful reason why couples want to have a child. Parents want to see their children grow up, and in fact, they want to see them productive. I'll be honest with you, I have met so many parents who say, "We could not do this, my son is going to do it. I could not be like this, my daughter's going to do it." So, that feeling of completion in the future is through your children. The seventh reason is to give meaning to their life. You know, people go through a very tough time in life, and life is becoming tougher at the moment. And it's obvious that having a child could completely change life, which means if a family or a couple is having a problem together, they always say, "You have a child and things would be okay." At times, whenever the family is not working fine, they want children because they think things would be fine. So it's a new meaning to life when you have children. And you know, as a couple, when you have children, you grow. You grow very deeply. The eighth reason is to create and mold a life. See, many children love the idea of getting to create and raise a child, a one with whom they could share their love. And the concept is appealing because this is the way you determine how your child would be. Just understand. Uh, so many times I have met people who I ask, "Why do you want to have a child?" And they say, "In old age, we want a child so that they could support us." In a lot of societies, including ours, there's a very different belief, and the belief is that the first 18 years we are there to look after them, and probably our last 18 years or more, they would be there to take care of us. The ninth reason is to fix the mistakes of parents. Well, it's very funny, but I have known people who say, "My father did not do this, I will do this with my child." So, if, in fact, I remember this friend of mine who always used to be clinging on to his children. I mean, he would just get them into his arms and just would not leave them. So I asked him, "Why do you do this?" He said, "Because my father never hugged me." So it's a funny thing which human beings are, and the reasons they have are so different. And of course, the 10th reason is social pressure and expectation. Do you know, there's such beautiful people who come to me who do not have children, and they stop meeting people, stop going to family functions, because the first question they are asked are, "When are you having a child?" In fact, they start shunning people. Before they could greet each other, the people would ask them, "When are you going to have a child?" And the social pressure from parents, from grandparents, and more importantly, from people around you who actually should not be bothered about your life is phenomenal. And that's another reason. So, these 10 reasons which I thought were important because of why people want children are there. But of course, I'll share something with you. The biggest joy of life for people who seek babies is children, no doubt about it. And this is the culmination of love and closeness of two human beings. Do you know, it's the joy of having a child, the joy of creating life. Anything which you create on earth gives joy. That's the original design. And in fact, to bring these children up as valuable human beings is priceless. So, this is the first podcast which I have put in where I would like to bring in some facts about fertility, childbirth, and above that, people together to bring up children. I hope you liked it. If you've liked it, please give me a thumbs up, and I'll be coming up with these podcasts regularly for you. Love you all. Please do wait for my next podcast. Till then, namaskar and please take care.